All right, we're going to do another update here on Melissa. And as of 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the National Hurricane Center did upgrade Tropical Storm Melissa to now Hurricane Melissa, which is churning in the open, warm Caribbean waters just to the southeast of Jamaica. This thing has maximum sustained winds currently of 75 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 980 millibars. And you can see here it's getting itself more organized. The central dense overcast is really cold right now, so that does indicate that it is strengthening, and as we already know, it's strengthening, and it is moving at a very slow speed of 1 mile per hour to the west-northwest, and it's going to keep moving slowly over the weekend, over the coming days, before making landfall, and it's looking like it's going to make landfall in Jamaica. It's going to have a direct impact in Jamaica, and it's going to be absolutely devastating. Hello there, sonny boy. All right, so we're going to take a look at the GFS model just because I want to show you here. The GFS is finally showing what I've been saying this entire time. It's going to sit in the Caribbean longer, and it's going to go over Jamaica. It's going to take more of a westward track as opposed to an eastward track, which would have led this thing up into the mid-latitudes, and it would not have gotten as strong. But now the GFS is more on board, completely on board with what the other models are suggesting, what the other models were showing. Let me show you here. Why did I just do that? Because my cat here is attacking my hand. Let me move him out of the way. You need to sit over there for a second, buddy boy. All right. Before he attacks me again, we're gonna go through this really quick, guys. All right. We're gonna go to the surface map here. And I wish I could zoom in on this more, but I can't. So we're gonna go to, this is 8 p.m. today. We're going to move it forward, and there it goes over Jamaica as opposed to taking its track like it was taking up where my cursor is going right here. It was having it go up and to the east quicker, much quicker. But now it's on board with what the other models are showing. But now we're going to get into the hurricane models because what the hurricane models are showing is very important here. So I love to look at the hurricane models, and we're going to start it at, let's see, 5 p.m. today. So this is Hurricane Melissa currently with maximum sustained winds around 75 miles per hour. And over the coming days, it's going to move slowly to the west before making a turn to the north. And this is the HAFS-A model. It shows it taking a direct landfall in the center of Jamaica on the 28th, between the 27th and the 28th, somewhere in that time frame, with maximum sustained winds of around 145 miles per hour at time of landfall, with a minimum central pressure of around 930 millibars. Give or take. I mean, it's not going to be exact, but this is what the models are showing right now. And like I said, it tracks right to the center of Jamaica, which would be absolutely devastating. It would be catastrophic category 4 or above. And we're talking tremendous amounts of rainfall, life-threatening storm surge, and tremendous amounts of just flooding. There's going to be a tremendous amount of flooding. I mean, we could get upwards of 2 to 3 feet of rain in Jamaica. And then Cuba, let's not forget about our friends in Cuba, because this thing is going to maintain its intensity. It might drop down a little bit, but it's still going to be a pretty strong catastrophic hurricane. Could be a major hurricane by the time it reaches Cuba. So Cuba is in the direct path as well. Now we're going to take a look at the other hurricane model here. This is the HAFS-A. It shows the same thing. I'm going to back it up here to 5 p.m. today so we can start at the same time just so you can see what they're showing here. They're all kind of coming into an agreement as to where the storm is going to go and how long it's going to take to get there. So it's going to move slowly and just keep on strengthening before it turns to the north around the 27th, 28th of October, which would be not Sunday, Monday night into Tuesday morning. And it has it just a little, slightly more to the east in Jamaica, but still a direct landfall, and it would bring devastating impacts to the island of Jamaica. Now we're going to take a look at the HORF model, which is another good model to look at. I'm going to show you what the precipitation depiction shows. So it's going to move just like this, and it's going to move directly into Jamaica and then straight into Cuba. So these people, if you live in Jamaica, if you live in Cuba, if you live on any of these islands up in here, you need to have your preparations made immediately. There is not much time to spare on this thing. This thing is going to be a monster, a catastrophic category 4 or above hurricane by time of landfall, and there's going to be life-threatening impacts. I mean, we're talking about a lot of loss of life, unfortunately. This is a very real situation. This is getting even more real with all the model guidance coming into an agreement as to where the storm is going to go. And we're going to take a look at the track guidance, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. That is the agreement. Literally every single model has it going directly into Jamaica and directly into Cuba. So this is going to happen at this point. I mean, our confidence in this storm has increased dramatically over the last 2 days. This storm is going to go straight into Jamaica and then straight into Cuba. And then, like I told you earlier, the intensity guidance is impressive. I mean, we're talking about a consensus of around a Category 4 hurricane. I would not be surprised if it reached Category 5 before it makes landfall in Jamaica, because rapid intensification is a very real possibility under the conditions that are present. Very light vertical wind shear and very warm sea surface temperatures of the Caribbean. And I'll show you that in just a second. We've seen this before. Rapid intensification is a very real possibility with this. It's going to get strong, and it's going to get strong fast, and it's going to maintain its intensity through Jamaica and then through Cuba. Because Jamaica, the island of Jamaica is not going to be a big enough island for, I mean, it will weaken a little bit, but it's not going to weaken fully. So because it's hitting Jamaica first, it will weaken a little bit more, but it's still going to be a major hurricane by the time it reaches Cuba. So it's not going to be enough to weaken it fully. Let me see here. There we go. This is the current depiction of the vertical wind shear, and it's under moderate to high vertical wind shear right now. So that's limiting its intensification right now, but it's going to lighten up over the next few days. And that's when the storm is really going to intensify. It's starting to get its inner core organized right now. And that was as seen by the hurricane hunters that went into the storm earlier to gather data. The inner core is beginning to organize, and you can see it on the IR imagery like I showed you with the cold central dense overcast in the center of the storm. That means that the convection is intensifying around the core. Once it can get its core completely built, that's when it's game on for this thing. That's when rapid intensification becomes a very real possibility. Once it gets its inner core, rapid intensification can easily take place under these conditions. And we're talking sea surface temperatures of about 30 degrees Celsius or above, which is, we only look for 26 degrees Celsius. If you want a hurricane, you want it to be at least 26 degrees Celsius. You can get it in a little bit colder, but typically we want it to be around 26. We're talking 30, 31 degrees Celsius or above. The ocean heat content in the Caribbean alone is insane. These are some of the warmest waters around the world in the Caribbean right now. So that's why this thing is going to grow so strong, so fast, so quickly. Before I let you guys go, so don't quit the video just yet. I want to show you something pretty cool here. So we're going to zoom in here. This is the animated streamlines for where Melissa is currently. I have the center pinned right here. This is 1,000 millibars, so this is around the surface. It still does have a tilt with height. So this is 850 millibars. You can see the center is just to the east of where the low level center is. And then at 700 millibars, it's even a little bit further to the east. And then at 500 millibars, it's even further off to the east. So there is still a slight tilt in the atmosphere. But once this thing gets more organized, it's going to become more vertically aligned. And that's when rapid intensification can take place. So this thing is organizing quick. It's organizing as we speak. And once this thing organizes, it's game on. This thing is going to grow strong, and it's going to grow strong quick. So that's why the National Hurricane Center did issue, and I don't think I have it up here, but they issued hurricane warnings for Jamaica, Haiti, and I believe Cuba too. I could be wrong, but I know Jamaica and Haiti they've issued hurricane warnings for. So if you live in those areas, you need to take immediate action. You do not have time to sit on this thing. This thing is going to be a monster. It's going to bring life-threatening impacts such as tremendous flooding, tremendous storm surge, and very, very strong life-threatening winds to the islands of Jamaica and Cuba. So please take the warning seriously, heed the evacuation orders, and God bless. Go Bills. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned with us for more updates throughout the weekend. I appreciate you guys watching.